Let's get him.
Lunchtime. What is good? Welcome to another episode of Rose City Sports Talk. Bryce Trost, Anwar Jones, and Jake the Hammer Hummel.
I said the hammer.
Yeah, that is right. And tonight we are joined by special guests. We got our dude, Kamel Ali, in the control room with Jake. Kamel, say hello, you shy, sexy individual, you.
Y'all, I ain't shy, dog.
Ooh,
That voice, though, it's
look,
deep,
he
sounding right on the mic.
Jake, he took your deep tones and all that.
I noticed that.
He's the deepest voice in the booth
too.
right now.
My bad.
Man. What's going on?
I gotta go hype now.
Yeah. All right. If this is your first time tuning into Rose City Sports Talk, this is an adult-themed sports talk show where we shine light on not just obviously local and national sports headlines, but we give light to local breweries and we show love to local music producers. Tonight's episode is actually scored by a local producer. Check him out, Dre Slaps.
He slaps all day.
That's right, Dre Slap of Lunchtime Legends. Be sure to check out their new website, actually, lunchtimelegendsmusic.com. You can check it out, sign up, drop in your email, and you're going to be updated. If you are an artist and you're looking for a new production, you're going to get updated on their regular with new drops from some of their hot productions.
I mean, it's heat.
Yeah.
It's heat.
Not just for scoring a good sports show like Rose City Sports Talk, but I mean, he's got some heat for the stage. We had a lot of fun. This past weekend, actually, Dre helped host and DJ Big Mo's latest EP drop here at Kelly's Olympian. Yeah. But at the same time, first hour of the evening, you get to hear a beat set.
Oh yeah,
from
I can
Dre.
hear it from up here. He was dropping slap. He's good peoples too, so like he always mess with those.
He
got his beats on
He
point.
is family. So
yeah.
Shout out. Make sure you check out Lunchtime Legends at lunchtimelegendsmusic.com. All right, jump right into it. We had a little bit of a break. I mean,
I blame somebody.
Oh yeah,
Don't even start with me. You were not there. You do not know.
See, there's some theories right now. We took a break here on Rose City Sports Talk. There's some theories floating around that maybe our engineer had some car trouble, or maybe he
found OJ's other glove,
or that Venus popped up. You know, when those stars align, you don't know what you're gonna do. You know,
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
So the theories are correct.
Yeah,
See,
it's out there.
The second I hear that the Hammer is going to the beach, I'm like, Jake just doesn't go to the beach by himself.
Yeah.
Come on now. Okay.
Don't call him. Hey, look, this is all I'm saying. We didn't get to talk, and it was the trade deadline. It was the greatest trade deadline in NBA history.
It was.
I had to take off of work to see all the little updates. I just left work. I dropped. I'm like, look, I gotta go. I'll be back.
It was the biggest.
Went outside and was on my phone looking at all the damn trade updates. It was crazy.
You could argue, or
it
it's
was
already in the books that this year was the greatest trade deadline or trade deadline day in history. The things that went down.
Because usually you hear rumors I read rumors all day long.
Yeah.
Hoopshype.com.
Yep.
It's just a list of rumors. Like you never see the deals actually go down. You see two or three go down. It was it was pure insanity. I didn't know who was going where
because of all the moves.
It was nuts.
There's not enough time to even talk about all the moves.
Talk about the winners and losers.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the winners and the losers. Go at the top. What's the biggest strike of gold?
OKC.
Yes.
Because right there, one trade.
And not okay for Blazers
You get
fans.
a malcontent where they have with Reggie Jackson.
Yep.
And it was interesting with the whole Reggie Jackson thing where you have the separation of the locker room. You had Kevin Durant and Westbrook on one side, Perry Jones, Jeremy Lamb, Reggie Jackson on the other. Who cares about you guys? You know, somebody has to go. And so with one swoop, they trade and get a bench.
Yep.
They get Augustine, who has chemistry with
Durant.
With Durant.
Go Longhorns.
Best playmaker they have not the best playmaker, but a pure point guard on the team.
Yeah, I was not agreeing with you in terms of the best playmaker.
Enes Kanter, who is a beast down low. You can finally throw it down there and get some easy buckets, something that the team was sorely lacking. And then Kyle Singler over there can hit the three the ball. So Shout there, you get Reggie Jackson. You get all those. Yep. Detroit gets their point guard of the future. They'll probably trade Brandon Jennings later.
Okay.
So that was
so
that.
OKC
Utah,
had a big come up. Who else?
Biggest come up. Gordon Dragic from Phoenix.
From Phoenix,
and
yeah.
you could talk about the winners and the losers right there because Phoenix. I mean, you give up Dragic and Isaiah Thomas who went to Boston, and you kind of like you almost punted on the season. You're right there in the 8th spot.
You kind of
trading like all those players and getting like their chemistry going back how it was.
They traded their whole team.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. So Dragic being over there in Miami though was a huge get, but then Chris Bosh being out kind of like tempers the enthusiasm with that because you full on thought that they were going to be right in championship contention or Eastern Conference contention with that starting 5.
Yeah, you really.
That's
did.
a crazy
Weren't you guys
reason to
excited
be
over
out
that
too.
at first? So
Yeah, I would have said so if Bosch was still playing.
Mm-hmm.
They were looking really good with Dragic coming back in. So
yeah, and the other
too bad.
big deal was and they were involved with the Michael Carter Williams going to Philly
More
and
trades,
Brandon Knight,
more trades.
who was like Brandon Knight. We had talked about doing mid-season awards, and it was
We did.
the guy who I thought was like the upcoming player, the breakout player was Brandon Knight. Other than Jimmy Butler, like Brandon Knight has been balling over there. So to get rid of him
Poor
from
Butler.
from a surprising Milwaukee team,
I agree.
Was pretty crazy.
It was
So
okay. I want to know. We talked about a couple of winners. Let's talk about a couple of the losers. Let's talk about some of the losers who
was
obviously
Phoenix.
come trade deadline. Was it Phoenix? I feel like they knew that they were just dishing it out.
I mean, not like the Brandon Knight picking up Brandon Knight was good. Like I like him as a talent. I think he can play good with Eric Bledsoe. And you saw Eric Bledsoe had to do with Russell Westbrook. You dropping a damn near triple-double. You can see what type of talent that kid has. So, like, I'm good with that move. I just think getting rid of Isaiah Thomas and Goran Dragic in the middle of the season, in the middle of a playoff run, is kind of hard to do.
Okay.
Philly is the biggest loser out of all because, like, you traded Michael Carter Williams and KJ McDaniels, a good young player.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you building for? Like, you just
What
keep
are
on
you
getting
building for?
You keep on getting rid of players,
And I'm
I
sure the town of Philly itself is looking at the organization like, what are these moves? Because honestly, you're looking at a team that obviously is going towards, they're going for the lottery.
Joel Embiid is overweight.
Yeah.
There's all these rumors about Embiid. He's hurt. They never rushed him back. You have Noel who's coming back from injury, and you have Dario Saric overseas who you're stashing who's going to come over in the next couple of years. You really don't have any hope from that team. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think they're the biggest loser from punting.
The biggest loser?
Yeah.
All right, Philly.
I didn't mean.
Yeah, shout out to Philly, the biggest loser.
Yeah. Y'all just I think you should fire Sam Hinkie. Like,
Okay,
ain't doing
here's
nothing.
a question for you. What's the biggest surprise out of the trade?
not biggest. Well, I can say it's a surprise because Portland usually doesn't make too many moves during the trade deadline. They usually stand pat. And this year we were all day on this show. We was talking about them getting somebody to solidify their bench, and they got Aaron Aflalo. And you saw what happened in the OKC game.
Yep.
He enforced his will. 11 points in the fourth quarter with straight beast mode on Dion Waiters. A couple of those plays. You see what he can do.
I think this is a suitable segue. Because we could obviously talk about the trade deadline forever, but we're going to take a quick break here on Rose City Sports Talk, and when we get back, we're going to jump into local chatter and talk about Rip City, talk about them Blazers, and talk about how Anwar is actually now allowed to attend Blazer games because we're winning.
Congratulations, Anwar.
Hey.
I'm in the building. In the building, y'all.
So stay tuned here at Rose City Sports Talk. We will be right back.
Does nobody like trade? Hey, you forgot that Philly got Danny Granger. No, Phoenix.
just let him take the one he just chipped over there.
Now that Bernie Mac.
Him down.
Him downstairs. Oh man. Kanye.
Every time we take a break, every time. All right, welcome back to Rose City Sports Talk. Bryce Trost, Anwar Jones, Jake the Hammer Hummel, and for the time being, our silent guest, Kamel
I ain't silent.
Ali. Okay, there he is. There he is,
Oh, I'm
Kamel
silent.
Ali.
We have a
And-
guest? I didn't know.
Before we
What's
jump
up?
back in, we want
Why
to
you
give a
hurting
shout
me?
out to our hydration providers. I know
Yes.
tonight I'm sipping on a little Bridgeport. Check them out, bridgeportbrew.com. They're definitely someone you can check out and enjoy. They got actually a full line of things, but you guys are always sipping on Pyramid. Jake, the usual, of course.
No, hold on.
Sean's. You're sipping on something different tonight?
I have never sipped on this before.
The Pyramid,
This is the first
Outburst.
time.
Okay.
And I'm impressed. That's why I want to tell you guys to go to pyramidbrew.com and check
Get
this out.
'em.
Because this IPA is off the chain.
There you go. There you
know?
go.
So Pyramid, doing your thing. thing.
That's right. Shout out to Pyramid Brewing from Seattle, Washington. Check them out, pyramidbrewing.com, and
Like,
you're drinking
we
the
give props to the
Outburst
Northwest.
IPA, correct? The Outburst IPA.
Outburst. That's
Hey.
why I reacted the way I did.
You know what's funny though? This is the first
Outburst.
IPA or the first brew you're drinking on that doesn't have like a sexual or suggestive
This
cover.
is not true.
Yeah, oh, totally.
I do
totally.
like- I
your
do
favorite. Your favorite is what I call the Burnside face down ass.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do like her. I do
Yeah.
like her.
So this is pretty PG right here.
This is. I don't like PG. I like rated R.
Okay. All right. So before we took a break,
NC-17.
before
Showgirls.
before we took a
Showgirls
break,
back
we
in the
were
day.
talking about obviously the trade deadline and how it was definitely one of the craziest, if not the craziest trade deadline in years or ever.
And
And
none
as-
of these guys care. I'm the only one that cares.
And as we transitioned, we were talking about Rip City, Portland Trailblazers, and the moves we make. Anwar brought up that we made a couple pretty good moves in terms of bringing in a Flalo and Gee.
I like
And-
the follow pickup, man.
Yeah?
Like, you had to solidify your bench.
Yeah, we did solidify the
you
bench.
You had to get somebody that you can rely on. If
Not
one
just
of
that.
the two starters are struggling, which we've seen
You-
with
you-
Wesley
yep,
Matthews.
nail on right there.
I was at the Spurs game. I think he went 1 for 11.
Come on, man.
in
That's just 'cause of your
in
luck.
Come on,
in that
man.
game. But he was struggling, and one of the things is, and Batum's been struggling. So this guy can interchange positions. He can play the 2 or the 3. He gives you solid defense. He gives you points. He gives you veteran
So
leadership.
you can say
Like,
a Flalo is kind of a motivator for Batum and Wesley off the bench in terms of, hey, listen, y'all don't produce. We got this dude who has seen
It's-
starter minutes,
I
can
don't even
produce
think-
starter numbers, but we're still bringing him off the bench. Kind of
I
like
don't think they should
Jamal
be threatened.
Crawford.
I don't think they should be threatened at all.
Okay.
Like, I think they should
Good.
be fine.
Good.
But those minutes
because
have
we
to,
already know
those minutes
Wesley
have to go
Matthews and Batum
somewhere.
are the strongest 2-3 in the game.
They are. They have those
Okay.
minutes have to go
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay.
When they
Portland's got
get their
this.
reps, when they get their bench time.
Yeah.
Like, look, you're gonna play what? Wesley Matthews and Batum 32 minutes each, maybe 34.
They're getting
That's a lot of bench
yeah.
minutes that you need to fill up. And Aaron Flalo can easily play 30 minutes a game for Portland, and you're going to get consistent play. Which in that OKC game, he was the biggest. He scored 11 points down the stretch.
He did.
He had an and one, couple really big plays in that game.
The 3.
The 3 was
The
big.
3.
Yeah, that
He can
fourth
hit that,
quarter.
like-
That fourth quarter 3
He stepped
was
up.
huge.
And so the fact that like,
Shout out to Aaron Flalo and welcome to Rip City.
yeah, Rip City, like boom, like he let his presence be known.
Hey, and
that's
again,
what-
shout out to our boy Anwar. You are now no longer relegated from attending Blazer games.
I can show up at the
The
building.
juju
man.
has been lifted.
Yeah.
We're winning games with you attending.
You know what? And I look in Portland. I apologize for what I'm about to say right now.
Don't
But
say
I went to the OKC game.
Uh-oh.
I scalped tickets to go see one player and one player only, and that was Russell Westbrook. And he did his thing.
He got a dent in his
He
head.
balled out all game long.
Okay.
And Portland,
Okay.
you booed him when he was on the floor.
Yeah, we did boo him.
hurt,
Yeah.
And he got his
booed him.
damn cheek dented in.
Yeah,
like who gets a dented cheek? Like
Russell
seriously.
we
Westbrook.
talked about this. We talked about this. Oregon, not just Portland fans, but Oregon in general, the state of Oregon has come accustomed to kind of expecting teams to come in here and maybe put on a little theatrics.
Yeah.
Fake some injuries,
Like
Arizona.
LeBron.
Yeah, exactly. Camille's got it. We're talking about the Oregon Ducks playing the Arizona
Yeah.
Wildcats, and obviously they couldn't handle the tempo. Therefore, there were some injuries faked. But you and I got into this. We
Yeah.
got to see Westbrook put up 3 triple-doubles
is
in a row.
insane.
He's insane. But guess what? Those triple-doubles are not translating into.
Don't
W's.
say that.
W's.
That's ridiculous.
Out of those 3 triple-doubles, Westbrook
Oh my
pulled away
God.
with 1 win. 1 win. And then again, it just adds to
Look.
my always ever-growing
You're gonna-
list of why Westbrook, to me, isn't the greatest point guard or even arguably one of the greatest point guards in the NBA right
I
now.
like how you said that. Can I?
Because the dude
speak,
can lose
speak,
a game.
speak,
He
speak.
can put up the stats. We all know he can put up the stats.
Uh-huh.
Everybody sees he can put up the stats. He got 3 triple-doubles.
Okay.
I mean, that's impressive. They're not Jordan's, 10 triple-doubles in
come on.
however many games. But,
Get your point out.
But he's still losing games. He's
my
jacking
goodness.
up. Watch him in the
Jacking
fourth
up
quarter.
shot. Okay,
he's
hold on.
sprinting down the
Okay.
court, pulling
Bryce,
up jumpers that are unacceptable
You
to
said
me.
you
Unacceptable.
brought up greatest. You brought up greatest. You brought up GOAT. The GOAT.
Okay.
Who's the GOAT of point guards? Who's the GOAT of point guards? Tell the city who the GOAT of point guards is
Muggsy Bogues.
of all time. Shout out to Muggsy. Magic Johnson,
Magic Johnson.
greatest point guard of
I
all
agree.
time.
I agree.
Right now, Russell Westbrook.
Can I ask
No,
you?
hold on.
Can I ask you who you think would be a reasonable second to that argument is? Because most people get into it with me. Oh, the music stopped. John Stockton.
I'm not taking John Stockton as my number 2 point guard.
Look at the fucking stats.
I don't care about those stats. I'll take.
You don't care about the stats?
I'll take Isaiah Thomas over John
Isaiah
Stockton.
Thomas?
Hey, if you say you don't care
I'll
about the
say-
stats,
I would take Isaiah Thomas over John Stockton any day. Isaiah willed that team to a championship. He can score all day.
Yeah.
Pure point guard
In that
Pure pick and roll.
4-year frame of time,
Yo,
Isaiah
John
did
Stockton
work.
put up
and
great
let's be honest,
stats.
Isaiah left the game with a lot of controversy, and the franchise
Controversy?
he wanted.
What
he- the-
controversy?
The franchise he won a championship with, he wasn't even kosher with. He wasn't. Whereas John Stockton,
What? They love Isaiah Thomas.
there was drama. There was
He
always
tore
drama.
his Achilles tendon and it ended his career.
Yeah,
he led that
whatever.
team to 2 championships. They
He did.
love
He
Isaiah
did.
over
He
there.
did. He
they
did.
love Zeke. Like, look, Zeke has been a terrible GM. Every other endeavors Isaiah Thomas has
he
done
did.
has been a failure.
Almost like
but
Michael
on the
Jordan.
But on the basketball court, Michael Jordan is on the Forbes for $1 billion. He's not failing in any aspect of life.
the Bobcats
You're a-
were.
Yeah,
you're
the
a-
Bobcats are
Bobcats.
definitely
I
failing.
thought we were talking about
Bobcats.
teams. Like he owns the Bobcats, right? They are
He
not
does. And Lance Stevenson was a terrible pickup. And
Yes.
PJ Harrison, who just got suspended for some for some not showing up for practice for a shoot around. He got suspended, so he's in the doghouse.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on that aspect, but he's also put it in the hands of Rich Chow, who was over here in Portland. He didn't last long, so we know his GM duties. He wasn't that impressive.
And we
So
weren't impressed
That's
with
a bad
him.
decision on his part. But he's a billionaire. Anybody who's a billionaire, I can't really hate on.
Okay.
But Russell Westbrook, back to Russell Westbrook and Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson's best season
sorry, my bad.
attributing to a player's assist rates and the team buckets is 40%. Westbrook has 48, shattering that.
Yeah.
Like Westbrook he's insane. He contributes to 58% of his team's points.
As he
So
should,
he's-
because
so he's getting.
because Durant has been out for 33 games this
But
season.
the thing that you criticize Westbrook all the time is, and you were talking about he jacks up shots.
He does jack up shots.
He throws dimes right now. He throws dimes. If you average, he damn near averaged a triple-double for the
Right
whole
now,
month. For the
right
whole month
now
of
is not
February.
82 games.
82
though.
games. Every time we've seen Russell Westbrook this year, he's been straight up dominant. When Westbrook is out, he averaged a triple-double. This last 7 games, he's averaged a triple-double.
Hey, listen.
He's playing out of He's out of his
getting
mind
loud.
right now. He's getting everybody involved. You can't say that Westbrook's not passing. You can't say that he's turning the ball over. And the
Yes, I
times that
can. Yes, I definitely can
Come
say
on.
Westbrook is turning the ball over.
Westbrook is averaging a triple-double. 30, 31
In
points.
3 games, he's not averaging a triple-double.
For the month of February,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
averaging
yeah,
in
yeah,
12
yeah.
games,
Okay, we talked
31,
about this, but this
31
still
points,
doesn't-
10 rebounds, 9 assists. And you're gonna get mad at me because get mad at him because he missed a layup at the end of the game when he stepped on Markieff Morris's foot and missed that layup. When your boy he missed a free
Yeah,
throw
from personal experience,
in the Portland game.
no,
We're gonna
yeah.
talk about LeBron
No.
who missed.
We're going
I
there
don't know
now? We're
how
not even
many.
going there. We're
not
not going
one,
there yet.
Not 2,
Oh, my
not
God.
3, not 4.
We ain't even
not
segmented
5.
yet. Okay,
How
okay.
many free throws
okay.
did he miss?
Hey, we're gonna
in the
get back
fourth
to this.
quarter?
We're gonna take a quick break here on Rose City Sports Talk. When we get back, we're gonna jump into more chatter like this dude talking about obviously the battle of the king, or I should say the battle of the James.
Who has the throne?
We will be right back here on Rose City Sports Talk. No, that was great. It's good stuff. Great stuff. We're gonna come right back in and segue right into MVP talk. That's perfect. Shit got real.
Hey,
Shit got real for a second. I know.
billionaire.
Can we turn Kamel up a little bit? Oh, Jake, did you? I'm not. You're running it. Okay. All right, let's jump back in. Whoa.
That shit's worth $900 million right now. That's a come up. That motherfucker is set.
Legendary.
No, this is great. Good episode so far, guys. Kamel, don't be shy, bro. Talk some shit. Yeah.
Don't tell me my business.
Can we turn Kamel up just a little bit?
No.
3. Oh, sorry, no. 3. We got the other one ready?
What if God was?
1, roll it.
What if God was one of us?
Kamel talking shit.
He's singing Meatloaf.
Oh.
Meatloaf? That's like Alanis Morissette or something.
Lance Morrison. I don't know. That sounds
What
like
was
me.
it?
What was he singing?
What
That's
if
not
God-
her either. It's
Hold on, what were you singing?
What
Kamel?
if
Let's
God
hear it.
was one
Let's
of
hear
us?
it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
it's Joan something.
What if God was one of us?
Just a stranger
I'm like-
on the
I don't even-
bus.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what just went
Oh, well,
down.
you better not know what that's
Yeah,
all
I was
that
like,
was.
look, I just had to laugh, man.
Hella confused. All right, welcome
Yeah,
back to
boy.
Rose City Sports Talk. Bryce Trost, Anwar Jones,
Yes, sir.
Jake the Hammer, Hummel, and our special guest tonight. We got our boy Kamel Ali in the studio.
Hi.
Show him love. He's a little too shy on the mic, even though people don't believe me that this dude is hilarious. But we won't put him on the spot right now. Right now, we want to show love to our scoring producer for the evening. Much love to DeAndre Roan. Check him out. Dre Slaps of Lunchtime Legends. You can find them at lunchtimelegendsmusic.com. Brand new website. And it's going to host all kinds of new production that you need to get your hands on. This is high quality stuff.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap! Swing down on those beats. Man. God damn it.
All right. And again, much love to the booze we be sipping on tonight.
Yeah, Pyramid.
Bridgeportbrew.com, and then Pyramid Brewing out of Seattle, pyramidbrewing.com.
Don't forget about hopvalleybrewing.com
Oh,
out of
yeah.
Eugene, Oregon, my man.
Oh yeah, Kamel, what are you sipping on?
It's a Hop Valley Operation Vacation Extra Pale Ale.
Nice.
Going on that vacay?
Nice.
Where we
All right,
going?
you enjoying that?
Where we going?
Yeah, like it's not bad.
Okay. All right.
What's
See,
that?
there
Want to
we
get
go.
away?
Yeah, want to get away?
Where we going, man? We need a vacation, man.
Okay, hey,
I'm
so
trying to see some
before we
beach.
took a break, it was like a forced break because I got a little heated. Things were getting real ugly really quick
Yeah, of
for
course.
the King. We were talking about the battle of the Jameses. All right, we were talking about James Harden going up against right now the as I would argue, the number one team in the East in terms of
I would
movement, the Cleveland
kinda agree with
Cavaliers.
that.
We were going to see the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Houston Rockets. It was a crazy game. It got to go.
was.
You got to see multiple technicals that involved at
Multiple
least
tech-
4 or 5
you got-
different players.
You got to kick. Let's get it. Let's get
Oh,
it
yeah,
out.
let's get it out. Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
We got
Let's
to
talk
kick
about
to
your
the
boy.
groin.
Let's talk about your boy. Let's talk about your boy. Let's talk about your boy.
We got to kick to the
He
groin.
kicked him in his groin. But if you
And his
look
jewels.
at
And his jewels.
if you look at that thing, you can't tell me that was even a hard kick. It was kind of like a get off of me type of
Who
thing.
cares?
LeBron
He-
reacted.
He tried to kick somebody
in the
in the
nuts.
groin.
Well,
Yeah,
LeBron
yeah,
super
thank
flopped
you.
on that.
Thank
like
you.
it was pretty ridiculous.
Come on, man.
He's gonna tell the.
No,
he's gonna beat when
You're
they're
telling me-
interviewing. When they
Hey,
hold on.
hey.
Then when they're
Let me ask you
interviewing-
something.
Let me
ask
just say
you
this.
something.
Let me just say this real
Okay,
quick. When they're interviewing him after the game, you're like, oh, the league is gonna review this, saying, hey, league. Review
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You kick the king, and you never should kick somebody in his nuts. You should never do that.
Yeah.
And I understand that.
Forget
But
that it was
he
LeBron James.
He
You
totally
literally
flopped
went to
on
the
that.
full. It doesn't matter.
totally,
You know what? He also
He might have
embellished
embellished it,
Yeah.
but he still
He
got kicked in
embellished
the
it.
nuts.
Exactly.
Regardless
Okay.
of him
He didn't even
embellishing.
hurt him because if you really got
Camille's,
kicked, if you really
Camille's
got
got the
kicked
facts.
down there,
Let's talk
you
about
would have been on the ground.
2 minutes earlier in the game where Harden obviously took a nice dive. Nice dive.
Dive? What are
Dive,
you talking about?
dive.
When he crossed them up?
Oh, my
on the,
goodness. No,
when
no,
he
no,
crossed
no.
them
No,
up
no,
on
dive
the,
when he fell down for getting hit by nothing.
Exactly.
What did we talk about? Because LeBron clearly fouled him for the whole world to see, and they didn't even
Clearly,
call that.
clearly.
But let's get to the
Government
crux of this
conspiracy.
shit.
Okay,
I mean, like
okay,
let's really
okay.
break this game down because I saw your boy LeBron James.
Yeah.
Now LeBron is media savvy, right?
Yeah.
He's all about playing the
He
media.
is, he is.
knows the whole storyline. Like what's the narrative? Then that's what wins the MVP. So what better situation?
What narrative wins the MVP?
You know,
No narrative wins the MVP.
Ramona
Stats
Shelburne
win the MVP.
Ramona Shelburne
Oh.
who covers the Lakers.
Okay.
And it's clearly on ESPN.
Here he goes. Anwar talking about Lakers.
She
Okay.
brought this up, was like, and this is true, and you can't tell me this is not true, that storylines lead into the MVP. Like the fact when Derrick Rose was like, hey, I can win the MVP, it was a great story. And he does that. Steve Nash, Phoenix, 7 seconds or less. Great story. He wins the MVP. The media, and this is what Kevin Durant was talking about, the media controls everything. They dictate who wins the MVP. So of course they're gonna want something that they can write about.
Well-
and LeBron James knows how to curtail that. National TV, I go against the MVP candidate. That's number one, James Harden.
Oh,
and I'm
so
gonna try
so
to
you're
go.
saying
Also
Harden
number
now
one in
is-
turnovers.
I'm gonna try to go at
thank
his
you.
head and show that I'm better than him. And he didn't pass the ball in the second half at all. It was straight ISO ball.
Look at the stats.
All day
Look at
long.
the stats.
His
I brought this
he
up.
He shot 35 shots.
What
he
is
shot 15. He hit 15 shots and shot 35. He had 37 points. A point a shot, damn near. That's terrible. A guy
Yeah,
who's
I
supposed
agree.
to
I agree.
get his teammates involved. He's doing what you criticize Russell
I'm not
Westbrook for
arguing that
doing, is
LeBron
shooting
James should be the
30+ shots.
MVP. I'm arguing that LeBron James didn't have that bad of a game other than 8 misses. You put 2 misses on those free
8
throws.
misses,
8
2
misses
makes.
on the free throws. He went 3 for 11, which is atrocious. I agree. It's atrocious. But I'm not sitting here saying that should win the MVP. What I'm saying is you're trying to put LeBron James against James Harden. When you look
Okay.
at the numbers for the evening, both players played 42 minutes. Yes,
played better?
LeBron had a bad night, but you tried to tell me LeBron also didn't try to establish anything for his team.
didn't.
His team was 1 for 11 going.
So you
Positions
go away
1
from him?
through 3. 1 through 3, that means his guards were 1 for 11 going
about-
into the second half of the fourth quarter when JR hit the three.
Okay.
So of course that
me ask you a
translates into
question.
absolute boo-boo. Of course he's not going to distribute the ball. But even with that,
Let me
he
ask you a
still
question.
ends up with 37 points.
Okay.
8 rebounds,
Empty stats.
and 4 assists. Whereas James Harden, who
4
had this
assists.
amazing game, James Harden had this amazing game and established everybody, got everybody involved. He only had 33 points, 8 rebounds,
Okay.
and 5 assists.
Okay.
Oh wow, 1 more assist. So you're saying 1 assist
okay.
dictates
No,
dominating the
no,
game?
because I know you watched.
Are
the
you
games.
talking about shot percentages?
We were
percentages.
PDX. We were texting
Shot
each other. We were talking.
All right,
we
you're
were
talking about
texting
shot
each other.
percentages.
We
Okay.
were-
You talking about practice? I'm
were-
talking about shot
practice?
percentages.
We were texting each other back and forth, and so I know when I like fourth quarter.
I'm gonna take a sip of
I
my
text-
beer. BridgeportBrew.com.
I text this dude that, hey, LeBron hasn't passed the ball in the second half. And just because your team is not hitting shots, are you going to abandon them? You got 5. He was -8. His plus minus was -8. James Harden was plus 14. And I know that you saw plenty of times when James Harden was throwing nice pocket passes to Terrence Jones and Dantas.
I did see that.
And,
I did see
and then
that.
missing layups. So his assist total would have been up. He only shot 18. He only
Did
shot
you just
18.
give me the hand?
He only
You
shot
just gave me
18.
that.
He only
Like,
shot
bitch.
18 shots.
Let me finish.
He only shot 18 shots compared to LeBron's 35. So he
Yes.
and he scored
It was an
33
off shooting
points.
night for
So it was like
LeBron.
he's more efficient. The problem I had,
Tonight he was more efficient, but look at the turnovers overall.
he won the game, and LeBron straight up ISO. You cannot tell me that LeBron was not in pure isolation mode that whole second half. Fourth quarter, he only had 1 assist to Tristan Thompson on an alley-oop. That was it. That was the only time LeBron was not in
Yeah.
ISO mode. A guy who's not known as a ball stopper, who's known as a facilitator.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
all
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff. Where was LeBron at? And you missed 8 free throws in the 7 out of 8 free throws in the fourth quarter in overtime.
Yeah,
That's
busted.
atrocious.
I know. I've already
an
agreed.
atrocity
I've already
from the
agreed
king.
with you. I've already agreed with you. So after that, would you say that James Harden now sits on top of the MVP race?
Nope.
I would.
Oh, Kamel, you don't agree? Who do you think?
I don't know, man. I like LeBron.
You like
Oh,
LeBron
for the MVP?
Yeah.
For the MVP? Is it only because
He is
of,
the most valuable player to his team.
James Harden has been without Dwight Howard for God knows how long, and this team is right in the thick of things in the Western Conference, a tough Western Conference. He's their backcourt. He's their point guard and their shooting guard. He does everything. He's contributed to more 3-pointers than anybody in the league. On
And more
assists.
turnovers, though.
also
on.
true? Also true.
More turnovers than anyone in the league.
Tell me that. Is James Harden leading the league in turnovers?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
fact?
that's a
Yeah,
fact.
that's facts.
Okay. Is he also leading? I didn't know that. Is he also leading the league in shot attempts from the free throw line?
You know what? Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
I would
he is.
assume so.
He
Yeah.
is. James Harden is leading the NBA in shot attempts from the
And
free
he's
throw
leading
line.
his team-
You know why?
he's leading his team with the
Because
most buckets for
every
getting
time he goes
three-pointers.
to the ball or the hoop, he's holding the ball 2 feet out in front of him.
He's also leading the league in scoring.
getting just slapped on the arm while he's taking 3 steps and then throwing it up whatever he can.
He's also improved his defense.
Yeah,
Don't
always
say
so.
Holding on an individual basis, he's holding his.
The hammer
he's
ain't
holding
having it.
His teammates.
Jake-
the person who he
Jake doesn't
guards.
agree.
37% from the field.
Jake-
that's
Can
what
I
they
say-
shoot
can I
when
say
they
something real
guard.
quick?
Yeah, you got 30 seconds. Let's hear it.
James Harden has shot 150 more free throws than the next guy.
That's an excellent stat.
Okay, so the
That's-
hammer has been right all
No,
along.
it's not an
That-
excellent
that's a-
stat. An
because-
MVP should not be an MVP because they go to the line.
Agreed. Okay.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
This is still good, but
Allen Iverson used to lead the league in points every year for he had 3 or 4 titles. He led the league in free throw attempts. You shoot at 10% from 10 free throws a game.
Things
the
change.
The
Things
main guys
change.
in the NBA, if you can draw fouls, you're great. And that's great for
At
your
drawing
team.
fouls.
Okay.
'Cause you get to the line,
We're
you
gonna take a
get
quick break here on
buckets.
Rose City
That
Sports
is a
Talk. When we come
compliment.
back,
Throw
we're
Russell
gonna jump
Westbrook
back
in there.
into a little more MVP talk. But then we're gonna transition because I got a couple
not
things to
something
say
bad.
about the NFL off season that we should definitely discuss. But be sure check us out RoseCitySportsTalk.com for past episodes, and obviously check out the featured scoring producers, Lunchtime Legends, Lunchtime Legends, Music.com. We will be right back.
We're kind of riled up tonight. Woo!
turned down for what? Nah, you the real MVP over there. Bryce is peeing.
Legendary.
What's your one drawback? I want to talk about Des Bryant and the Cowboys.
I love coming back from a break here in Lunchtime Legends. Much love to DeAndre Roan. Check him out. Dre Slaps, lunchtimelegendsmusic.com. If you are a producer or an artist and you're interested in scoring an episode of Rose City Sports Talk, hit us up. We'd love to hear your tunes. We'd love to invite you onto the show and maybe talk a little bit about what you're working on and maybe some future shows. RoseCitySportsTalk.com. You can also reach out. We are on Salud.
Salud.
We are also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search us out. We're around. Okay, before we took a break,
what's your
official GLMG, but you can just hashtag Rose City Sports
Rose
Talk,
City
and
Sports
you
Talk.
will find us. You will find us.
We on.
Okay, so before we took a break, we were getting hated, or at least I was, because we were
I've been
talking
mad all
about
day.
MVP candidacy, and so now I want to know who's sitting at the top of the MVP candidacy right now.
I want to know what Jake thinks.
Jake,
What's his?
Jake, who do you got at the
For
top?
me right now, I think Curry has had the best season so far. I think he would be on my top list. What Westbrook has done in the last month, if he keeps that up, I would vote for him. And then obviously you got LeBron and Harden sitting there as well. I would never vote for Harden.
Where do you rank him?
Amen.
Harden?
No, where do you rank? What do you rank?
Oh,
In
who?
bias aside,
Bias aside,
like
I would probably.
the straight.
I would
product on
do Curry, Westbrook, LeBron, Harden. But I feel like most people think Harden's number 2.
the Harden number 4.
Yeah.
I just don't like the guy,
Man.
and that's bias. I don't like the way he plays.
He said no bias.
All
There you
right,
go.
That's
That's
bias.
keep it real.
I don't like his
I ain't
attitude.
mad at you.
Like, act like you've been there before.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I mean, like, come on, like it's getting
Mama said
personal.
knock you
just because he puts
Yeah,
the
I
ball
don't
out
like
on
him.
his Euro steps.
I don't like the way
and
he
gets
plays.
to the line.
I hate his Euro
Like, I
steps
don't-
too.
Like I don't understand. It's one of the most unstoppable moves. You can't stop it. It's either layup or he gets fouled.
Yeah.
That's
The refs
official.
can
All I
stop it
wanna
by making
know-
the
Because he's
call.
looking for a foul.
All I want to know is
His handle is ridiculous.
It is. I agree with that.
Because
Ball
Jake
and
already
string.
agrees with me on this. I want to know, to you,
What's
when
up?
you're thinking about the most valuable player in the
Let's
NBA,
talk about it.
does the most valuable player in the NBA get heated enough to kick someone in the nuts
Come on, let's
in the
not
middle
talk.
of the
That's such a
game?
little.
I'm just
That's
saying.
such a little thing,
I'm
man.
just saying it.
It's there now, though.
It's a
what-
little thing.
This is what.
No.
When I
Lance
think-
Stevenson blowing in your ear is a little
little,
thing.
yeah.
Kicking someone or
in the
trying
groins.
to kick someone
He
in the nuts in
tapped
the
him.
middle of a
LeBron
game.
flopped on that like he
Get
does all
outta
the time.
here.
And he
Just like
flopped
Harden
in-
flops
and he
going
flopped
through the
in
hole.
crunch time,
Okay.
missing all those free throws and his little step back shot to make the game winner. When has LeBron James ever hit a game winning shot? He's hit 2 in his whole career.
Get outta here.
Get out of here with his clutch time.
But yet
stuff
he has
with
2
LeBron
titles?
James.
He has 2
does.
titles?
Shout out to Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Oh,
Shout out to Jesus
so
Shuttlesworth.
Jesus won both of those.
He came down.
What are you talking about?
and hit
Jesus
that
was only
three.
there for the second title.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Jesus
We're talking about
Shuttlesworth.
Jesus
Ray
Shuttlesworth.
Allen.
We're talking about Ray Allen.
He
Thank you,
got
Camille.
game. Can I see he got game 2? Shout out to Spike Lee. Can
Not
we get
everybody
that?
is going to get
Like,
the
I'm ready
reference
for
of
that
us
one.
just calling him
Of course,
Jesus.
everybody
Jesus
knows who
Shuttlesworth.
Jesus is, man. Ray Allen.
Denzel.
Hey, before we talk a little bit more
but
NBA,
look.
I want to talk something real quick. Let's take a break. Let's take a breather.
No.
Let's take a breather. Because this week, some crazy things happened in the offseason of the NFL. You got to see a lot of teams put some franchise markers on some big names. And then also you saw some teams not put some franchise markers on some names that you would question. Here's the first one I want to throw out. Dez Bryant. Obviously, to me, earns the franchise tag. But does DeMarco Murray, does he really deserve to be told, hey, test the market, see what you can find?
No.
I mean, let's talk about his numbers last season. This is the NFL.
I mean, if I'm Dallas, of course I'm bringing back that nucleus. Like that's clear and plain. Like, why would I not re-sign Dez Bryant? If you want to, and they did an exclusive tag for Dez Bryant, so
Yes, they did.
Anybody who signs him, they can get two first round draft picks.
Yep.
If they don't match that deal, and so, I mean, you're looking at it from, if I'm like Carolina, who needs a wide receiver, like let's get Dez Bryant, and that'll be the dude going forward. Like, plenty of teams need a number 1 wide receiver, so I'm definitely gonna do that. Like DeMarco Murray, you can replace him with I think his name is I think Jake loves him. Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson. Hey,
You could replace him in Dallas.
replace him. You know, that's actually
You
a
can't
perfect
replace
segue
Adrian
because
Peterson.
I know Jake
We saw
actually
something earlier.
Jake's been hurting right now, and Jake's been contemplating something.
y'all gotta
really
bring this up?
important.
Come on,
We got
Jake,
that
do it.
shrine up.
Jake's had a shrine
Do it,
here
Jake.
in the control room for the last couple of years.
Do it, Jake.
Showing
Yeah.
love to Adrian Peterson, his favorite player in the NFL.
Yeah.
But
That's my team, dude.
tonight,
Since
I
Dante
believe
Culpepper.
Jake has something to show us. Maybe not say, because there's not much that needs to be said.
What more can I say?
It's a heart-wrenching moment.
What more can I do?
So Jake, did you have something you wanted to do in there? Maybe show the viewers.
The viewers of how much my heart rate goes for probably not going to be seeing Adrian Peterson back. I'll show you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
show
see.
Come on, Jake.
I gave this up to you. Ah,
Here
it's
it comes.
fucking sad.
He's climbing.
I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
Oh
just
my
not
God.
right. It's just not right.
Sad, boy. He didn't do it, really. Did he really do it?
He did it. He did it.
Oh,
He did it.
oh.
Damn.
There it goes.
Oh, no,
there it
oh,
goes.
no, no.
Mama named Clay. I'm calling Clay.
Now,
the-
now hopefully,
Oh.
I'm completely wrong about this, and he comes back and plays for our
He's
team.
gone.
Man,
gone.
the coach and the
I
owners
think
want him
it's
back.
pretty clear that, like his agent said, he will never suit up in a Minnesota Vikings uniform again.
Yeah.
Bad.
Let's
Hey,
be
he could-
honest.
He could come to Bear Down. He could come to Chi-Town.
Nobody wants to go to Bear Down. right?
Nobody wants to go to Chicago.
John
Anwar.
Fox might-
and
might
let's
lead
be
him
honest.
over
Let's
there.
be honest. We've all talked about this. He's already had
Yeah.
the conversation with good old
With
Jimmy
Jay,
boy. Yeah, he knows.
That's why they let
He's
DeMarco Murray
going.
go. Who would you rather have, DeMarco Murray or Adrian
Or
Peterson?
Adrian Peterson. Yeah, okay, probably
AP.
Adrian Peterson.
AP all day.
All day. Hey,
So,
dude. Oh,
so here's the question. Obviously, Tony Ono sticks around after another
He was
great
an 0-0
season.
last year.
Oh, he was an 0-0, but
He was
yet,
Tony
Romo was on point.
But
He earned
yet,
his name that year.
but yet, they still don't know what a divisional championship looks like.
They got that last year.
Or no, excuse me, conference championship.
can't win that
They
looks
got
NFC.
robbed. That
They
was a
do
catch.
know what a divisional championship.
Everybody in the
You're
world
right,
knows
you're
that
right.
was a catch.
Shout out to Des Bryant. Much
Good
love.
catch, Des.
That was a great catch. Great second effort. Okay, moving forward,
One of the greatest catches
because
I've ever seen.
I want to know: does that move really dictate anything in the for the Cowboys?
Well,
If
it's-
Adrian
it's-
Peterson shows up in the back for the Cowboys, is that literally going to put them into the mix?
I don't think it matters that much because DeMarco already had a damn near MVP season.
Yes.
So you're
Yes.
still getting that production. It's all about the Des Bryant. Like if Des Bryant it leaves, like who you have on the outside, like making play. Like Des Bryant bails Romo out. He just has to check out. He checks out of plays. Oh, I got Dez 1-on-1. I'm throwing it down and letting him make a play, which he did.
Understandable.
Which he did with
Yeah.
Green Bay. So you get rid of that. That's a huge thing right there. So
I think as good as DeMarco Murray's season was with that line, I could possibly say like Adrian Peterson in that line would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But how much more? How much
Yeah.
more though? Like the dude, was
he could
almost
do a
on
lot
pace
more.
for like 2,000 yards. Like how much more can AP really do on that?
He did
But DeMarco-
2009
2000.
on the Minnesota Vikings offense, and
Yeah.
they had a great year that year, but that Dallas Cowboys offense is ridiculous.
It is.
It is the
The
best.
offensive line is crazy. Anybody can go back there and get 5 yards of carry. You put AP back there, of course he's
running over people.
He's gonna
I'm
do some crazy
excited.
things.
I'm
but
excited
DeMarco
to
Murray
say
had
it, but
Can I-
excuse me, it's weird to say it, but I'm excited to see it. But if AP
I'm not.
ends up back there with the Cowboys,
good for- it'd be
I'm gonna
cool.
actually tune
No, it
in.
won't.
I'm gonna
wouldn't be
tune
bad.
into America's team.
I hate that. They're not America's
Can I
team.
say? Can we
They're
say
barely Texas's team.
They nobody
Shout
say-
out to
who knows
Kamel.
Cowboys
Amen
fans
right there.
anyway. But one big thing, and he's local from Grant.
Yeah.
Dominican Sue.
Yes.
They didn't place
Free
a
agent.
franchise
Free agent.
tag on him, so he can go anywhere. Chi-Town, please holler at him. But
do
he
you
can
guys,
go. He can go anywhere.
Hey,
So
do you
that's
think-
a huge.
Do you think there's a team that wants that type of vibe around where he'll do something crazy once in a while?
The drama.
I'll take the
Yes.
craziness, and Dominican Sue is
yeah,
a
I
beast.
agree. He's gonna
And
energize
he scares
your
people.
defense.
Yeah.
If you want to step on somebody's foot or do all the crazy stuff that he does, go ahead.
All right.
He's disrupting
Hey,
plays.
real
I'll
quick,
take it.
before we
Demarius
take
Thomas.
a break, I want to go a quick
They didn't tag
thumbs
him.
up or
Oh, they-
thumbs
he's
down.
free agent.
All right, thumbs up or thumbs down from all three of you guys. Two teams playing out of California, or should I say Southern California, out of
They might have
Inglewood.
three teams.
Three teams, I know,
They
but
might have
let's be
three
honest,
teams.
with the politics and the money, it'll probably be more like two teams. Do we like it or do we hate it?
Love it.
We love it. Thumbs up from all
LA.
of our.
Getting the Oakland
Makes no difference to me.
or Los Angeles Rams back?
LA
To tell you the
needs a
truth.
market.
Yeah.
All right, well,
I mean,
well,
LA gets a team.
I
Hey,
guess
cool.
that settles
They said-
it.
Didn't they
I'm not a
approve
fan, so-
the new arena? Didn't they approve that
They
They
already?
did. They
Yeah.
did. Now you
And
got to
but-
get the teams involved.
And then there was that report that came out about it would be a terrorist threat
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
because
God.
it's it's
Okay.
really close in proximity to the airport.
Yeah,
And so that's
real
what they were
close,
talking
real
about.
scary,
It's like, what
real
are we
close.
talking about here?
Yeah.
Let's bring football to LA. Like, bring three teams.
We're not
Talk
gonna-
about
The
St.
Laker,
Louis.
the Laker fan is desperate for an NFL team because let's be honest, his Lakers ain't doing
LA
much.
should have a team. That's common
All right, we're gonna take a
sense.
quick break here on Rose City Sports Talk. Again, much love to the scoring producer for the evening, Dre Slaps of Lunchtime Legends. Check him out, lunchtimelegendsmusic.com. Be sure to stick around. We will be right back to close this bad boy out.
Jacksonville has a team.
Lunchtime?
Jacksonville does have a team.
Okay, LA.
Dude, Demarius Thomas, though. Demarius Thomas, man. Oh. God damn it, Bobby. Who are we doing? We're doing Derrick Rose and Rajon Rondo, right? Keep them low.
Keep him low.
Why are we trying to keep them low, though?
You gotta do what you
We
do.
keep it low. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. Welcome back to Rose City Sports Talk. Bryce Trost, Anwar Jones, Jake the Hammer Hummel, and our special guest, Kamel Ali. Hey, throwing a little love to the chips and the queso here all over the
Chips and
computer.
dip.
Oh my God.
Chips and dip.
Hey, and
Get
again,
that dip.
gotta show some love to our hydration providers tonight. I'm sipping on a little bit of that Bridgeport
Sipping on some Bridgeport.
Brew.com. Check them out. And obviously, Anwar and Jake the Hammer Hummel are enjoying Pyramid out of Seattle. Check them out, pyramidbrewing.com. Okay, before we took a break,
Come on, you
We were
can't forget
talking-
Hop Valley.
oh yeah,
Out of Eugene.
Thank you,
Stat.
Kamel Ali, our special guest for the evening. You're enjoying some Hot Valley Operation. What was it?
Operation Vacation.
Okay, you liking that? You liking that?
Yeah, you caught me mid-drink. My bad.
Okay,
my bad.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
good. Okay,
like it.
be sure to check those guys out as well. They are out of Eugene, Oregon. Okay, before we took a break, we were
Go
talking,
Ducks.
and we were talking NFL. We were talking the nonsense that was DeMarco Murray go bye-bye and most likely see Adrian Peterson. Hi. Okay, let's jump back. Let's jump back into NBA because obviously more to talk about. Injuries. We've been knocking on wood all season, have we not? We've been showing respect to arguably one of the greatest point guards in the NBA. Shout out to Derrick Rose, but
Used to be.
unfortunately,
Yeah, you.
again, he
But
bites
it's not
the
that bad
dust,
this time.
goes down for what we'd assume is at least 4+ weeks,
Can I?
which is not going to help Chicago. And in my
Butler.
mind,
And Butler.
And
Yeah,
Butler
Butler.
goes down.
Out 3 to 6
so
weeks.
with
What
that,
did he do?
and you got
Hyperextended?
and you got
Elbow.
Pau Gasol getting blocked down in the block, bro.
Pau
Just
Gasol didn't score in the
showing,
second half of
showing
that
how old he really is.
Dude, did you
I
guys
got
see-
chairs breaking.
DeAndre Jordan has been an
DeAndre-
absolute.
I'm not gonna
beast.
lie right now. I
Didn't-
just broke my chair.
Didn't
17 rebounds.
17 rebounds in the first half,
In the
right?
first half.
Oh my
And it
God, he
goes
broke
down.
his chair.
He
We
broke
done.
his chair.
We done.
It goes
standing
down like
now.
Apollo
Like he's
Creed.
gonna stand up. I'll stand up with you, man.
Yeah.
We all in this
there
together.
you go.
I'm throwing my chair down too.
Together.
Um,
All right.
so 17 rebounds in the first
17.
half. So like he's been a beast.
Yeah.
How many of those were offensive, by the way?
A lot. I don't know
Plenty.
how many, but
Probably
a lot.
at least 8, right?
But the fact that Derrick Rose, when he got hurt, like I thought it was over. I thought like I'm talking about this is the and Penny Hardaway chimed in earlier saying he could basically see something that was wrong with Derrick Rose, and then he goes out with that injury pretty soon after that.
Yes, he did.
I thought it was a wrap for him.
Yeah.
4 to 6 weeks. They just shaved off a little part of his
It's
knee,
manageable.
so he'll be able to come
But
back.
a lot can
this
happen in
season.
6 weeks.
4 to
a
6.
lot of losses
They're
can
gonna be.
stack up in 6 weeks on the back half of the
But
season.
Milwaukee's struggling, so
It's
with,
the
with that
East,
trade
too,
of
so
Brandon
there's-
Knight, so they're going to stay
there's
in
some
that
breathing
East
room.
is pretty
that
bad.
4-5 region. If they can go against Washington, who's been struggling, they'll
What
be.
you know about the
they'll
East,
be,
Kamel?
They'll be fine.
I
So
know there's like 2 teams.
I just thought it was when I heard the news. Like I was sad. Was you not sad? When
I
you
was.
saw
Like
Derrick
I
Rose
said.
get
Like I
hurt?
said, all season we've been sitting around knocking on wood, talking about Derrick Rose and the fact that we really wanted to see him and Chicago finish out a season and see the potential through. Yeah, of course, we knew that if the potential was reached, it was no matter what going to be a Cleveland, Chicago, Eastern Conference
This is
final.
this is something that Chicago fans, us Blazer fans, we know how it is. We lost
Odin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Odin,
not just
Brandon
Roy.
Roy.
Brandon
Roy,
Roy,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
So
B-Roy.
we know how y'all feel.
Yeah, so obviously much love and a tip of the cap to the Chicago Bulls fans. We feel your pain, but at the same time, we kind of the reason we were knocking on wood all season because we knew it was coming.
His body just found him. It's just sad,
Yeah,
man. Like,
yeah.
if you look, I just read. I read something that he's gonna miss the OKC game.
Yes, he is.
And Westbrook and and Rose, I always say they're like Ken and Ryu. They're the same. Like you can do everything. You can all day.
I like that. Hey, we say it every night. Shout out to the sounds of Portland City.
Shout out to Portland.
Yeah,
but they haven't played against each other since 2010.
They have not.
So that's crazy to think about. Like the two most athletically gifted point guards we've ever seen in the league.
Yeah, not ever.
Ever. Steve Francis, Baron Davis, they ain't got nothing on these guys. Name me a point guard who can do what Westbrook does.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues getting shot at Muggsy.
Magic.
Athletically,
Jerry
it's
West.
not even on the same stratosphere.
Right. We're gonna save this argument for another night because it's gonna get
not
ugly
even.
quick
It's
here.
another level.
Okay.
Hey, let me say this though.
Allen Iverson's the only guy that's fast I've ever seen faster than the ball.
What you got,
than those
Kamel?
two guys.
Chicago. I think Chicago will make that playoff in the East because right now there are only, I believe, 5 or 6 teams above 500 in the East. And they are one of them, so I don't foresee them dropping that far off.
Very
They're
true.
fine. They're gonna be fine.
Yeah, the East is
East
obviously you
yeah.
got a lot of breathing room if you're dropping franchise
ridiculous.
players.
But you can't do that in the West.
Nope.
And you know who's falling down in the West?
Who?
Dallas.
Ooh.
Because of some beef.
Uh-oh.
West beef.
Okay, that's a good transition. I believe.
Check out this
I
what?
believe you're. I believe my boy here is referring to Rajon Rondo and his apparent beef
Guaranteed
with
to be
Carlisle,
an
his
ICU.
coach. Where because of what we saw in terms of an altercation during the game, not just in terms of trying to call a timeout, but after that, we got to see Rondo sit or be
He got suspended.
Yeah, officially
I
he
feel
was
Rondo-
suspended for a game.
I feel Rondo on his end because Rondo is a champion. He has a good feel for the game.
Yeah.
He likes to do his own thing.
He does.
He's a very anemic
He's always
talent.
been his own unique person
So,
and player.
Let him feel the game out. He wants to call play. He's looking at this guy who's micromanaging the game. And shout out to Rick Carl. He's one of the best coaches in the game.
Yes.
I'm not mad at him. I'm
Yeah.
not criticizing him at all. But he's trying to micromanage. You got a free spirit with Rondo. It's gonna clash, and that's what you saw. That's what you saw right there. He's cussing him out. They're both cussing each other out. Like he says, it's a stint.
Yeah.
Like we gotta take care of
It
this
got
stint.
heated.
And a stint means it's a short term investment. And as a Laker fan, I'm like, yo,
I know.
let's go.
I
Let's
know.
go. I'll take Rondo. But
Okay.
it's not looking good because those guys are not. Those guys are they're falling down on the
Yeah, they are
standings. Like
slowly.
Dallas,
So here's my question,
that
real
was supposed to be a
quick.
big pickup.
Here's another thumbs up or thumbs down. Does Dallas now hold strong and even find the strength to keep in the top 6 in the West, or are they going to enter in the 7 or 8?
Yes.
I mean,
They'll
like
stay.
if you're Portland, wouldn't you love to see a Dallas 4-5 matchup?
Yeah, I would love to see a Dallas.
Like I think anybody in the West, that's the team that they want to face. You want to face Dallas.
And
Yeah.
Portland.
Houston, you got James Harden.
San
You don't really
Antonio.
want to face that. OKC,
No,
you don't really
I
want
don't
to
agree
face
with
all
that.
that
I don't
talent.
agree with that.
San Antonio, you never want to see them.
We don't wanna
Dallas,
see San
you're like, we'll take Dallas.
Okay. Hey,
So
I agree with everything that you're saying, other than I don't agree with everything you're saying. So
Okay.
so that leads into the keep them low rankings probably.
Yeah.
Because you're probably not going to agree.
So
with
it's
what I'm
a
gonna
perfect
say.
fit. Now that none of us agree on anything that's being said, we're going to transition into Anwar's Keep 'em Low rankings.
Man.
Who's number 5?
We short on time, so
Yeah,
we
we short on time.
gonna keep
Who
them
do we
fast.
got?
These
Number
guys
5.
have been bugging me to put Portland in there. I couldn't really legitimately put them in there, so I'm giving you 5A and 5B.
Oh, you playing right now.
Houston and Portland are they got that spot. Like I can't they got the MVP with James Harden.
Oh, you're saying?
Wow.
And wow.
They had some
Wow.
big. Portland has some big games with beating San Antonio, beating
Yeah.
OKC when
Yeah.
OKC had won 7 straight. So we're gonna give them props, but they still.
Don't forget the
I don't
Kings.
see them distance themselves from the pack with Houston. Like they're in that same boat. So right there.
I
Yeah, you
actually
can hate
don't.
me.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, fine.
I mean,
He
we
doesn't-
are a game and a half behind Houston.
We keep playing like we're playing. I'm gonna expect you to move us up that chart. But
That's right. That's right. And
Okay.
shout out to Wesley Matthews, obviously Damian Lillard, and of
Yeah.
course our
Dame just got
all-star.
Western Conference Player of the Week.
He did.
Yeah,
He
buddy.
did. So shout out to
Shout out to
Dame
Dame.
time because he did put up those numbers, not just those points, but he also put up those numbers that don't show the stats. He was playing defense.
Let's not give him too much credit on defense.
No.
But let's go into number 4.
Compared
Let's
to
go
last
number
year,
4 real
no.
quick.
You got to agree with me. Compared
I
to
don't,
last,
I don't.
Compared to last year,
I don't. Like they were hiding. Like I just went to the game. They were hiding Damian Lillard when it came
No,
to
they were
Westbrook.
hiding. They
He
just
was
knew
dominating.
that Wesley
He was
Matthews
dominating him.
and Nikola Batum was going to be the better defensive
Batum-
match.
like they were
with
hiding
Westbrook.
Damian Lillard. I'm not going to talk
They
crap
weren't
about Damian
hiding.
Lillard.
They weren't hiding.
They were
Come on,
hiding
get out of here.
him.
Okay,
can't hide the best player on the
Who
floor.
else is number 5A
They were
or
hiding
5B?
Number 4. Number 4. We're gonna go with surprisingly Atlanta. Atlanta's number 4.
They've fallen, but I agree. I agree.
Still great. I still respect what they
You,
do.
you ain't got to explain nothing there. Who we got number 3?
Number 3, we're going with Memphis. Like
Ooh.
the grit and grind crew. We're gonna go with them.
Sitting
I like
at 40.
it.
Yeah,
You
they're
gotta-
sitting at 42 and 16. They're still on their numbers.
Don't
I
ever
agree.
disrespect them.
I
Don't-
agree. All
don't,
right.
like you're looking at like hesitant. Like yeah.
No.
they should
I
be
agree.
numbers- they
I
should-
just, I'm
I
not a
could
fan of
easily put them
Zebo. Okay,
higher.
who we got number 2?
Because I think they could win a championship easily.
Number 2.
Number 2, Cleveland. They got arguably one of the best players in the world. I
Ooh,
personally,
now you're there. Now you're on the team.
Look at me.
Now you're on
Did
the
you just
team.
say arguably?
arguably one of the best players in the world.
Who do you argue is
Cleveland
somewhat
Of
better?
course.
Cavaliers
he is,
have
of
the
course.
greatest
Of
player
course.
in the world.
Blah blah blah. Right now, hands down though,
But yes, he
This
did
season,
just
I
go
think Russell
3
Westbrook
for
is the best
11
player
on
in the
free
league right
throws.
now.
Okay.
And Russell Westbrook would have made
Number
some-
1. Who we got number 1?
no, we number 1. We're gonna give shout out to Golden State.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gots to.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, dude, they've
Now,
only lost 12
there's
times.
When we
Exactly.
start
46 and
talking
12.
about playoffs, they might be different.
Okay.
But right now, we're gonna give Golden State some shout out. Curry coming back
already
from
know.
a 26-point deficit against Boston. I mean, but it was still impressive. 37 points.
It was impressive.
They had a great showing out in that fourth quarter.
I feel
Enjoy
like-
to watch on NBA League Pass. I love
You
you.
live and die by the 3, and I don't know if they're
Exactly.
gonna keep up with those 3s all the way through
Can
the
I-
rest of the season.
I agree with
Can I say
Kamel.
one more thing
Yeah,
before
one
we
thing,
leave?
because
One
we
more
got
thing.
like 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Like I think the MVP should just be like a dominant force. You should impose your will. And I don't know if Steph Curry can really do that. That's why I don't know if he can really be the MVP.
Ooh,
'Cause
I
I think
agree.
everybody else, like LeBron, James Harden,
Ooh.
Russell Westbrook, they impose their will on a game. And Curry does that, but sometimes you can't do that with shooting.
Okay.
You're just talking
Okay.
about the mustache. I know you don't like his mustache. It's too thin. It's not going in too well. I know.
Yeah, it kind of don't quite curl.
don't
all
work,
the way, you know. It's kind of like Luther Vandross.
It's fake. It's all fake.
I got love for Curry.
Curry's like my dude. He's like my.
All right,
My
that is
one of
going
my
to do it
favorite
here for
players.
us at Rose City Sports Talk. As always, we want to give much love to our scoring producers, Dre Slaps of Lunchtime Legends. And as always, we want to give love to our visual engineer, Dylan Andrews, who keeps
Yes,
us
sir.
looking pretty on the
Dude,
lens.
feeling good, feeling great.
That's right. That's
feeling
right.
good, feeling great.
That's
How are you?
right.
San Andrews.
And then, of course, the hammer keeping us level on
Thor.
the mic.
It's Thor.
The
It's
the
Thor.
hammer. The hammer. Okay, be
Don't let
sure to
him drop
check
the
us
hammer
out,
on your ass.
rosecitysportstalk.com, for past and present episodes, as well as showing love to past and present featured breweries, as well as scoring producers. All right. From Portland, Oregon, and Greenluck Media Group, Bryce Trost, Anwar Jones, Jake the Hammer Hummel, and much love to Kamel Ali,
Kamel.
Rose City Sports Talk. Good night.
Keep him low.
Houston's crazy. You can't put them together.
Ah.